Croquet Club.
You're going to have to talk for 30 seconds and then we can check on YouTube.
Okay, cool. Yeah, welcome to Budleigh Salterton Croquet Club. You join us at the Golf Croquet European Championships 2025. The coverage has been on there for a while, about an hour, but we're just joining you now with commentary. My name's Richard Gardner. I'm a member here at Budleigh Salterton, and I'm joined by a fellow member, Pat Coulter.
Hello everybody, I'd say welcome to Budleigh. It's a good day, good looking day, slightly cloudy at the moment, so everyone's shivering a bit, believe it or not. The sun is breaking through and it's looking like it's going to be a good game. The players are all out on the various games, bashing the ball around, to use a technical term. They seem to be smiling still, so it's early. We have a number of cameras which will be rotating around the lawn. We're going to follow a single game at a time, but we'll try and keep you up to date on everything else. Failing that, go to Croquet Scores and keep track. Anyway, have a good day, and we're looking forward to working with you. Bye now.
So you join us now on our main coverage, which is Wolfgang Uzbek playing Juan Ojeda. Hope I've got that pronunciation anything like right. Hopefully we'll be able to chat with them later and find out what I got wrong. Wolfgang won the first game in this match, 7-3, and that is that's actually good for Wolfgang. He didn't have a great day yesterday. Looking at the Croquet Schools block, this is block B, and managed to win yesterday. Out of his six matches yesterday, managed to win against Caroline Denny, whereas Juan had a much more positive day with 3 good wins. This last game, if he can manage a win there, 4 wins probably gets him, I would imagine, into the championship block, you'd think.
And this is a key shot at the moment for Wolfgang. He's going to be trying to clear yellow with black. He is possibly unsighted. The hoop appears to be in the way. He's lain down and had a look, and we'll hold our breath. And he chose to come through the back, so it'll be interesting to see how one deals with that. And it looks like it's going to be a jump shot. So early in the day, you're getting to see the full range, or some of the range of skills that each of the players brings.
I'm not familiar, Pat, with either of these players, but you'd imagine that this is a reasonably straightforward jump shot for someone of this calibre.
Absolutely, we've got a lot to learn here.
You did catch the top of black there as well as, which obviously deflected it as well. Yeah. I mean, I say obviously a fairly straightforward shot, Pat, but we know that these hoops are set very tight.
Yes,
so there's no such thing as an easy hoop.
There shouldn't be. I had the joy of being a hoop setter this morning, and it was they were all double checked as well to make sure they're absolutely spot on, and hopefully the players will enjoy it. And you might recognise, viewers, that they're quadway hoops, and they're very unforgiving, as you know, in terms of hoops. Or anyone who's used them, they've got a sort of dead feel when the ball hits it, so you have to be very, very accurate. So it can be challenging for anyone starting off or the more experienced players. Fortunately, the ground is taking them well at the moment, so that we were able to set them relatively easily. We have to adjust them every day, obviously, because of the strength of the shots that the players are executing. It makes it quite challenging, and we monitor them during the day with the players and the referee and officials to make sure that they're consistently good. So you might from time to time see someone wandering out with a mallet to tighten up hoops.
Do you wear multiple hats today then, Pat? Not just commentary,
Yeah.
but also hoop setter as well.
Yes, it's a busy day, and tea maker when we get the chance. That's most important when you're commentating, otherwise you don't say anything. So don't let us get in the way of you watching the game. Let's be quiet for a moment or two. So there's a lot of having said that, there's lots of manoeuvring going on here. They're determined to outwit the other person.
Being promoted as blue.
Yes,
Probably just a bit too far.
Yes, he was hoping to be hidden. He was hoping that the blue would be hidden from the yellow.
Pretty solid, isn't it?
I can't. So it looks like we're in for another jump shot coming up. He's taken the clips off the hoop, and so we will get our notepad out so that we can learn how to do these things.
It's a nice jump, but just offline. You can't see on the screen, but that ball's ended up a long way down. It's actually next to hoop 8. Which has enabled one to try and set up a block, but it's difficult to see from this angle if he's achieved that. Well, he obviously did. So yellow now has a good opportunity to, whether he'll choose to jaws or not because of blue's straight position, but
And you can see there that the hoops don't like to help you. You have to get it absolutely dead right in order to get it to run through. They're very much dead in terms of the feel, and they kill the ball. So it didn't help him because it was quite an angle shot. It didn't help him at all. He was obviously trying to get as far down one by running it, hence the firmness of the shot, wouldn't we say?
yeah, I would say it was quite ambitious. Obviously they're top players, but I would have thought that would have been quite ambitious with these hoops at that angle, but who am I to
That was a good
question.
response by Richard, because I hadn't seen he was just having a cup of tea. so when you get some noise or distortion from us, it could be that we're either catching each other out, or it could be a technical issue. John Bishop has told us there's a bit of distortion. Can anybody else let us know if they are having problems with sound distortion, please, so that we can try and remedy it if it's at our end?
It's your sound. So 7-yard hoop opportunity now. One.
Wolfgang, isn't it? Just about to go. Was the jump.
Nice.
Another jump. Here we go again.
No, you're watching it late. Go watch this one. It's this one.
All right. So as you can imagine, we've got a variety of screens in front of us, some of which has got a delay on it, some of it hasn't, so apologies. It's the first time we've done this as commentators, Richard, so we're learning, we're trying to get it better, so any nudges
nice
or
clearance.
hints, that was a nice clearance, and nearly an in-off, but he wasn't really trying for the in-off because of where yellow was.
About to say, it doesn't look like he's going to jump because he's not taking the clips, but
and as you can see, the shadows are appearing, which means the cloud is starting to break. So you'll notice eventually the players will warm up quickly. So he is
there we
going.
go.
Oh,
He's going to
that's
be
interesting.
It's a nice distance for a jump.
Yes,
Very
and
good jump.
through and well down. In fact,
Yeah,
it's gone.
It's actually gone off the lawn at the other end.
Yeah,
You can't see
all
that
the
on
way
the
through
screen.
to the boundary. So you'll be happy with that.
Very, very clean.
You'll be happy with running the distance. I mean, ideally he'd like to have stopped nearer the hoop, but that's not. And Juan has followed that up with a ball which looks like, doesn't it look?
Foot and a half, maybe.
Yeah,
Off the-
foot and a half, but it may be hidden from the boundary ball.
Yeah, it could be. Looks like blue can see red. You can't see on the screen at the moment, but we'll come down to that in a minute once the other two balls are in the head. It looks as though blue can see red, therefore black's played in nicely. Yard and a half.
Can you just show us the red and black position? All right. Okay. So we're just juggling with cameras at the moment, as you
There we
probably
go.
noticed while we're hiding shots from you. Sorry about that, but it's good. Now it'll be blue. He's coming in from the boundary from behind, from your right-hand side. And he had to go. He had to go for the red because black was vulnerable to the yellow, which is to the offset to the right of the hoop behind it, which is why he went for the clearance. Unfortunately, he also then took out his own ball, but that was a fair deal, fair trade. One's come back with a very strong, well-placed red, what, 18 inches or so in front of the hoop, Richard?
Yeah.
I'm guessing
Yep.
what Jane might have. Which may or may not be better.
And But it was a relatively straightforward clearance, so this is a game where they're just going to reset and juggle. And of course one has got the good position because he was close behind. With the yellow he's now able to put it into a well placed position, possibly hidden from blue, which is up at the top end of the lawn via the block by the peg. Possibly, we shall see. But he's playing for position here, which presumably will mean that he can. Well, he can see the ball with black quite clearly because black's off to the side. Red's going to have a difficult shot here to try and get in control.
Good clearance on black here, or a block. I don't know.
Well, it could be. It's not.
See
Black's quite a way out, so it's the red would end up. But he went for it.
It's a great clearance.
Absolutely marvellous. So black's gone all the way back up to the top boundary. So he's got control here. It's relatively a straight line. He's not blocked by the previous hoop, so he's able to run it, run a shot down. Whether he can see yellow, we're not clear from our position. We've sort of got a double or maybe even a triple target here. So anything could happen. We'll bring you that as breaking news. Here it comes.
Oh,
And he got his own ball out. But that was the risk that he had to take. He couldn't leave yellow there because yellow clearly is going to run it.
Yeah, nice hoop. Levels the game at 4-all.
Sort of running blind, you can't see what any of the cameras can see.
Do you want my phone?
Yeah. No, it's the outlet here that's the issue.
Oh, right.
So a very important hoop to get to first. So Wolfgang has made a nice positional shot on 9. So important 9 makes you can get a good run at 9 and get down to 10. All the odd hoops are so important. Yeah, and that's why one was forced in really to the clearance, because could approach shot. It's got a good opportunity to put a block in here, or at least a second ball into the, to have 2 balls in front of the hoop. Not attempted the block. He's just got a second ball in. Probably a bit shorter than he'd like to have been with that. Yellow's still going to have to try and clear blue, because blue's got a probably a better line, but looks as though he's lining up to clear.
Yeah, red has a good shot from the boundary though, doesn't there? So it's pretty square on. No,
never felt right. You could tell from his
it didn't
body
sound,
language,
and it didn't sound right, did it? But they're prepared to give it a go and move on. That's the key.
Yeah.
Is move on. Forget the shot. Focus on the next one. This should be straightforward for Wolfgang, you would imagine. There you are. Kiss of death. Shouldn't have done that.
Commentator's curse. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Executed beautifully, Pat. Commentator's curse. Absolutely superbly executed.
Well, I thought I had the monopoly on that shot. I was playing the other day and I just love the wires. It's quite funny, but well, it's irritating, but it's funny. But you have to move on. This is a good shot from the boundary. And he got the hoop on the right-hand side, so black's okay.
Yeah, and
So where did yellow disappear to?
yellow,
Yellow's on the side boundary, isn't
yeah.
it?
I went to try and go with control there, but still missed the black, and blue has probably got an option to potentially declare that ball as played. It's blocking red quite well,
Yes.
looking as though he wants to improve the situation somewhat.
But it is quite close, isn't it? So that you could...
Yeah,
He wanted to separate the ball so one can't get both, although when you look at it from this angle, it's a possibility he'll get both.
Yeah.
But he's taken a risk by trying to get both. He should
Yeah.
focus just on the primary objective of removing the danger ball.
I think the idea was to try and wire black, wasn't it,
I think so.
from
I think so.
red, but I'm not sure he's achieved that. Oh, no, I've done.
Right. And now you can see the delights of the ball disappearing into the boards. That's why we have boards at Budleigh next to the hedge line. Makes it a lot easier to recover it.
Try and reduce the amount of rummaging in the hedgerows that we have to do.
So we
Yeah, we're just looking at you.
Hello there, slight interruption while we juggle screens. All new to us, so cables are cables. They don't always go where we think they go, and distortion appears, as you notice from our sound. So we're now actually watching it live out of our window, and hopefully you can see what you see on the cameras. So we have black coming down the lawn now.
Any screen with an HDMI.
Looks like he's lining up with pace. Not sure what he was.
Well, we can't
Haven't
quite
got-
see the angle. The
He might
red
have had a
and
double, mightn't he?
yeah, the red and the yellow may have framed the hoop for him, so that's possibly why he went for it. But
So,
so one's obviously got a slightly angled shot, and it's those hoops again, isn't it? But that time you can see by it being dead, it doesn't
Yeah,
bounce
it
far. It sort of kills the spin that's on that ball because he had a follow through on it. It's killed it, but it's making this interesting.
Yeah,
So we're off
looking
for
for
another jump, which will be very interesting because
looks to have a bit of an angle.
yes, and I suspect the red is slightly hampering the blue. Would you think?
Yeah, he'll need to. I don't know if he's going to try and bounce it between red and yellow, or whether he's going to try and go the full distance. But I know I'd be going full distance from there. But you know me, Pat.
Yes, I do.
Finesse isn't my strong point. I bludgeon the ball through the hoop.
Yeah. Richard's very clear on what he wants to do. So that was all about tactical positioning.
It's made it difficult because black's got to do something with yellow, but just trying to prevent this. It's very difficult to see from here, guys, but
Yes.
whether yellow will actually run or whether it's wired on the sitting on the wire.
Because with YouTube and live streaming, occasionally, regularly, there is a slight delay. So you'll probably work out that our commentary is on live, real time, but and what you're seeing may be slightly behind. At the moment, we're commenting on the yellow being directly in front of the hoop, about a couple of inch or so out, and he's just gently looking at how to move it in a way that black cannot clear it easily from behind. I'm not sure if you can see that. So apologies for all of this. As I say, we're juggling the cameras a little bit, so we'll try and help you as much as we can. Blue is clearing from behind the hoop now, and both red and yellow are danger balls, so clearly he's going to go for the red. And he cleared that well, and the red's right out nearly 2/3 up the side boundary. Blue's, what, about 12 foot in. Black's it's behind the hoop and can clear yellow, which is in front of it. So he's in a good clearance position, and one has brought the red back in so that it's got a good shot. Well, it's nice to see other players spectating. Unfortunately, in this instance, Ashton Wade just came and stood right in front of our commentary window. And we couldn't shout at him because there's a match on the adjoining lawn 6. And so we didn't want to disrupt that. But he went away with a smile. We'll tease him about that later, maybe, Richard. So, blue has got the chance from the right hand side of clearing red, and yellow's been nudged on by one a bit, so it may not be as runnable as we think. So he went for red there, and he nearly had
I think he got the in-off.
It was an in-off, came through. So that was a piece of good fortune, wasn't it? And it just shows you that these hoops can take it. It can take the ball,
yeah.
often when you don't expect it. But
Can't play for that, I don't think, but certainly great shot.
But one had moved the yellow, which is red, which was a shame because it created an opportunity then just for Wolfgang to focus on the
Yeah,
red.
so 6-4, just one more hoop now for the match because Wolfgang taking the first.
And yes, and he's moved the red. Was one had pushed red forward or across, so it was sitting very nicely on. That's what, hoop 11, isn't it? 11
yeah.
on hoop 11, and but he's been nudged sideways, which makes it more difficult. So it looks like he's going to hamper blue, I think. So that's
That's great. So he's confident in red's position.
yes.
And blue's
So
going to struggle to do anything with that.
Yeah, because it's very close. It doesn't look like a touch-in ball from the angle he's taken.
But that's a great shot because he's taken blue up towards hoop 12.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so he's expecting to lose this hoop. So he's expecting one to run it.
and to try and get close to 12 as well because he needs them all. Yeah,
and that was good. That was a very well taken hoop, and it's run on. It's run past the hoop 12. It's behind it, but he'd be happy about that because it's also not visible, I don't think, to blue. But being behind, it's less of a problem.
Black looks a bit strong.
And black is rolling past, isn't it? So one's got an issue here about whether he tries to block or position, and he's gone for position, which is also a block.
Yeah.
But well, he's sort of what, 2.5 feet out?
Yeah.
I did a slight diagonal with the
Yeah,
yellow.
quite an angle.
I turn it off.
So red's in a great position to clear black. So if blue fails to clear yellow, you favour Juan to take 12.
Yes. So he has to. He had to take yellow on because, as I say, red would have cleared black.
Yeah.
So there was no margin for safety there other than hit the ball, which he did. And this is a positional shot. Presumably, Richard, that looks like the blue is slightly offset. So doesn't look runnable.
No,
there,
I
does
think
it?
blue might even be level. It's really difficult to tell from
Yeah.
here, but looks as though it might be level with the hoop. Certainly not runnable.
So blue is a real challenge if it wants to put itself in a defensive position in a minute. But
Black's dealing with yellow and giving him.
yeah, so yellow needs to remove blue, I suspect,
Yeah.
because it's threatening the red. I'm just having a look at the chat. I can't see any messages coming through. Let us know if you're out there and or can hear us. It'd be nice to know. I mean, we can talk to each other, Richard. We do that.
We usually do. Yeah. So one's decided to just have 2 in front. He's going to find himself a long way from the hoop now, I think. And blue's actually got that on the nice side. So he's actually, whilst a few yards away, he's actually nice and straight on the hoop
Yeah.
with blue.
I was going to say things are heating up here and the sun is shining through, but I just looked out through the window over the bay and it's grey, cloudy.
Yeah.
So there's quite a breeze, so it won't be shorts and shirt sleeves yet.
Yeah, so Juan is just putting 2 balls consistently in front of the hoop. He needs both. He needs both, and with Wolfgang only needing 1 hoop, he's decided to take on the jump. With black where it is, I guess that's reasonable.
I've got 3 different views at the moment because the phone is different from the main view. This is different from this view. So we're still struggling a bit with the some of the screens here, which is means we made. Yes, he got that.
Yeah, so that's it.
And it's just been
Go
won.
on,
Wolfgang has
Mitch.
just played the shot and won. So I'm sorry if you're having a delay not seeing this. So yes, yeah. So that's a good result. Now we'll be just taking a little break while we find out who's coming onto the lawns and see what else is happening. We'll be back with you shortly. I hope you've enjoyed that. Let's give us some feedback. Tell us what we're doing right. tell us what we could do better would be also very helpful. As I say, it's early days for us, and it's a beautiful day, and we want to get it right for you guys. So just let us know what we need, what we need to do. Okay, well, is there anything else, Richard?
No, I think that's it. We'll see who's coming on lawn, or we might be able to swing over to lawn 6 in a minute, but we'll see how we go.
Okay.
See you shortly.
We'll keep you posted via chat as well. Okay.
That was the way to win a game. That long jump.
Oh, was it?